Okay, hi. Um, that was my nervous introduction. That is um letting y'all know that it is again 4 a.m. Which means that this is one of the harder videos to make, I suppose. Even though there's not anything negative in this video, like I'm not going to be talking about the verbal abuse and stuff like that. I'm going to be talking about the support system. For one thing, I don't like this red room. I don't like the color. It was not, my choice. So but just bear with me and I'll have the theatrics better with time. But got to start somewhere with a vlog. So anyways, support system. One of the things that made me take until 4 o'clock to make this and kind of stay up at night was I was working on a page in a journal that Kelsey gave me, a friend from middle school, actually. A lot of the people that I know I was friends with since elementary or especially middle school. I made some really strong friendship connections then, and love all of y'all. But anyways, Kelsey and I were friends, and she lived in my neighborhood, and we walked around all the time, walked home from school. But she gave me this notebook the other day, Dreams and Schemes, and I decided to use it for this vlog, which is actually really overwhelming for me because I like to be artistic, but when it comes to actually putting my, any sort of, idea on paper, it doesn't come out as artistically as I would like. But I still like doing it. I like stickers. So that's why in my first page, I have some stickers there with my picture of Neyland Stadium. And I'm going to explain how a support system can be family. And that encompasses, from when you were first born, all the family, that your parents knew or your caretakers. They're all the way through family friends, through school friends, so on up the chart until where you are right now. So that's families. And my first page in my journal is about family support. And I'll take a picture and post it because it doesn't show, that well on here. But what it has a picture of Dora there, because Dora kind of looked like Rosalie, and I'll read it. So again, this is about the support system that everybody has, whether you're in an abusive relationship or just a stressful relationship, because everybody has stress in their life to a varying degree. Everybody, I got off track there. I'm tired. Let me get to this page. Everybody needs a support system, and I'm going to explain to you what mine would be and what the different layers of a support system look like. So think of the first layer as you as a baby, and your parents or your caregiver or grandparents or them. That's your first layer on your support system. I called it a net the other day, but we could say layers. So parents, extended family, family friends, childhood friends, mentors and teachers, extracurricular, adulthood friends and acquaintances. And I put some words in black around that: trust, encouragement, and confidence. So those are some of the things that you get from having people who would vouch for you, for your character. Like you grew up with them, you ran around with their kids, like my mom's group of friends, our foreign friends. You guys are the ones I've been thinking about in making this video, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I love you guys though. You were, a huge part of who I am growing up, and I like that part of me that has the cultural competence from the English classes that my mom taught, and met people from around the world who came here to study and work and raise children while their spouse is working. And I was lucky to make a lot of connections with these people. But like I said, if you've known them for a long time and they, played soccer together, and, just childhood people, or if you don't have childhood people, then adulthood people who would say, for example, I know Stephanie to be trustworthy. If they were talking about me, not to turn everything back to me, but this was what I put in my journal. The people that, whoever you are that is listening to this, or anybody I met on vacation, that's important too. Very important. But, gosh, this is stressful. And it's stressful because I feel like, the ones that I'm talking to, the support system, that you guys might be worried about me, and thinking, oh man, Stephanie's having a breakdown in a public forum, and this isn't going to be good for her. I can see where it would be, how do I put this? Where making like DCS or any sort of legal person related to my domestic violence situation, like enemies or whatever, by speaking out online, is that a fear? At this point, I feel like I can't get any, not like I can't get any lower, but this is the worst thing that this was the worst outcome that I could have imagined. And of course, I don't want to say, of course, it was to my making, because I didn't deserve what, nobody. I think that a lot of people, verbal abuse, the reason I started with that is because that, disrespect is widespread just because of stress, and people who have been through trauma, even like mild trauma in marriages and friendships, we can get stressed out and be disrespectful to one another. So what I wanted to say to my family friends, which is my mom's friends, who, Wally, Marion, Ivana, I'm forgetting somebody. Who am I forgetting? I can't remember who I'm forgetting, but you know who you are. You guys are awesome, and don't worry about me or Rosalie. The best advice I could give you is, next time you do see Rosalie, when we're out of this unfortunate situation that I found myself in, when you see Rosalie, the best thing is just to acknowledge it. Say something like, "Oh, Rosalie, your mommy told me that you had to be, that you experienced abuse. I'm so sorry to hear about that, honey." And, all that would happen is, Rosalie's shy. I'm shy too. I'm like outgoing, but I'm shy at the same time, if that makes sense. And I'm sure it does to a lot of people. But Rosalie would just say, "Thank you." And that would be enough. That's kind of the presence that is empathy versus sympathy, which is, "Oh my God, I feel so sorry for them." I don't know. I'm not going to get into the difference between empathy, because either one of them are well-meaning and appreciated.